Hi, my name's Jamie. My favourite colour is blue. I like long walks on the beach. I'm a Leo. How I want to see the future. I think the first word I wrote down, I think Arnie hit the nail on the head, was respect for ourselves, for each other, and for the land. I think as a society we're just really forgetting what we're doing to the land, and for thousands of years our people lived with this land and off the land and respected the land, and I just think sometimes that gets forgotten about in the way infrastructure is developed and the land is not respected. I'll put a lot of things down, so I'll be quick. Remembering past practices, some of the really good things that were taught, our morals, our laws that kept us together as a community, that blends in with respect. Opportunities to participate and have access to cultural practices. I think that a lot of people in the past 150 odd years haven't had that opportunity to participate in things because of practices and and having access to it, because if without access or opportunity you don't have a choice. A choice comes from having opportunity. If you don't have that opportunity you don't have a choice, and I think that that's always been a big mantra of mine. And also to be humble in who we are as people. I mean, I'm not really big on putting themselves up on pedestals and things like that. We should all be seen as everyone having something to contribute. So my future would be that there would be equality for everybody. There's none of this I'm better than you because of this. It should be what I've got is I'll share with everyone here, so we can all be on the same level. Opportunity for togetherness more, similar to what we're doing now, what we did last night. That sort of opportunities to be together as Indigenous people to celebrate our very rich and colourful cultural identity. Transferring of knowledge to the next generation, and that knowledge means a lot of things. It means cultural practice knowledge, it means story knowledge about life skills. I've met a lot of elders who are very humble and say, I don't know a lot about language or past practices and things like that, and I say, well, you've got a lot of knowledge about life and you've got knowledge about experience, and that's something that I can never have because I'm not that age yet. So don't see yourself like that. You are an elder because you have those life experiences to draw on, and that's where that eldership really needs to be acknowledged. And lateral violence will be non-existent as well in my future, because it's one of the biggest undermining things in our community that's just turning each other on each other, is just that constant lateral violence of tall poppy syndrome, of pulling people down when they achieve. They're jealous of what they have or what they haven't got, or they want this but they're going to get it by this way. And I think that in my future there'd be no lateral violence, and probably the biggest thing for me as well is to get back to our coming of age ceremonies for our young people, so that there's a formal process of recognition that we as a community are acknowledging that you're growing into adulthood, and as a part of that there's those traditional coming of age ceremonies for women and for young women and young men. Because I think that today there's too much emphasis on I'm going to turn 18 and I'm going to get a licence, and I'm going to get a licence to go to a club and drink and wipe myself out. That's their coming of age. Yeah. And I think that that's very destructive, socially for our young people. Whereas our old practices were acknowledging that you're starting to take an interest in your identity, and you're starting to take an interest in yourself as an Aboriginal person, so that there's a guidance and mentoring from the community to say, well, you're coming of age, and we acknowledge that, and with that acknowledgement comes responsibility, and then with that responsibility becomes your right to have access to things. So that's my future.
Excellent. I want to come to your future.
Let's go back to the future.
Yeah, let's go back to Jamie's future.
So Jamie, are you happy for me to put that up on Facebook this afternoon when I get back?
Cool.
Just trim me up a bit here, shave me.
Photoshop
it. Take all the cake crumbs off.
That's a yes?
Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah, do that.
Thank you.